Australia's decision to select the Redback infantry fighting vehicle over the Lynx KF41 in the Land 400 Phase 3 program stands out as far more than a comparison of two armoured platforms. It marks a fundamental redirection of the country's strategic posture, industrial planning, and preparation for a rapidly changing Indo-Pacific security environment. While both contenders offered impressive technical capabilities, the Redback emerged as the embodiment of Australia's evolving defence philosophy, prioritising survivability, industrial sovereignty, and relevance in a future battlefield increasingly shaped by drones, sensors, and advanced guided munitions. The Redback's advantage begins with its design origins. Unlike legacy platforms adapted over time, the Redback was conceived from the outset for high-intensity conflict and the challenges seen in contemporary war zones. Its in-arm suspension system provides exceptional stability while firing on the move, reducing crew fatigue and enhancing long-range accuracy, qualities that have gained renewed importance as mechanized units must maneuver under constant surveillance and threat. The modular armor and the Iron Fist active protection system reflect lessons drawn directly from Ukraine, where the proliferation of anti-tank guided missiles, loitering munitions, and first-person view drones has dramatically reshaped survivability requirements. The Redback offers a protective envelope tailored for layered, multidirectional threats, giving crews a fighting chance in environments where even short exposure can be fatal. By contrast, the Lynx KF41 entered the competition carrying structural disadvantages unrelated to raw performance. As a comparatively new platform without major operators at the time of evaluation, it presented risks in sustainment, readiness, and long-term reliability. Australia's strategic documents emphasize reduced dependence on fragile global supply chains and rapid mobilization in crisis scenarios. In this context, the Redback, backed by South Korea's proven industrial machinery, represented a lower-risk choice with fewer unknowns. Even though both vehicles performed strongly, the deciding factor was certainty. Australia favored a platform supported by a mature ecosystem and a track record of meeting production timelines. Seoul's role in this decision cannot be overstated. South Korea has rapidly emerged as one of the world's most dependable defense exporters, delivering K-9 howitzers, K-10 resupply vehicles, and other systems to NATO members and Indo-Pacific partners. For Canberra, aligning with a nation capable of reliably scaling production during crises provides reassurance at a time when global tensions are rising and the defense supply chain is increasingly weaponized. South Korea offers not just a product, but a model: rapid expansion of manufacturing capacity, disciplined quality control, and a readiness to localize production where required. These traits align directly with Australia's new priorities. Indeed, the Redback project is as much an industrial venture as it is a military acquisition. Local assembly and sovereign sustainment form the core of the program, promising to generate hundreds of skilled jobs and expand domestic expertise in composites, welding, advanced vehicle testing, and sensor integration. These are not isolated capabilities, they form the foundation for future high-value manufacturing, from unmanned ground platforms to precision-guided munitions. In this sense, the Redback becomes an accelerator for a broader industrial renaissance, positioning Australia as not just a consumer of advanced defence technology, but a contributor to global supply chains. Canberra is even poised to become a regional maintenance hub for the widely exported K-9 artillery system and potentially part of future Redback export pathways. This approach marks a subtle but significant diversification away from traditional Western defense suppliers and toward a more balanced, multinational industrial network. Operationally, the Redback aligns with Australia's shifting defense doctrine focused on protecting the northern approaches and operating effectively across dispersed, interconnected bases. Its blend of mobility and armor protection suits rapid reinforcement missions to key areas such as Darwin and Townsville. As Australia hardens its forces for operations under constant surveillance, where being detected often means being targeted, the Redback provides a protected maneuver element capable of working alongside upgraded Abrams tanks, Black Hawk helicopters, and emerging long-range fires. Its digital integration may be the most critical element. Australia's investment in data fusion, AI-enabled systems, unmanned platforms, and network-centric warfare under AUKUS Pillar 2 requires ground platforms that can function as nodes in a wider combat web. The Redback's open architecture, advanced sensors, and capacity to interface with modern battlefield management systems make it a natural fit. As the People's Liberation Army expands its drone fleets, electronic warfare systems, and precision strike capabilities across the Indo-Pacific, platforms that combine firepower with real-time data sharing and enhanced situational awareness become indispensable. The Redback also responds directly to Australia's growing concerns over modern anti-armor threats. China's advanced ATGMs and drone-based attack capabilities, tested in various global theaters, highlight the vulnerabilities of legacy armored vehicles. The Redback's active protection system and 360-degree awareness suite represent the kind of survivability enhancements needed for both homeland defense and potential coalition missions across the region. The vehicle's configuration supports a shift toward hybrid manned-unmanned formations, with space for future integration of autonomous systems, onboard drones, and AI-enabled combat tools. It positions the Australian Army to evolve alongside global trends rather than lag behind them. However, the decision is not without its challenges. The program's multi-billion-dollar price tag will impose long-term pressure on the defense budget, especially as Australia simultaneously pursues nuclear-powered submarines, enhanced missile capabilities, and air power modernization. Ensuring adequate funding for training, maintenance, spare parts, and ammunition stockpiles will be essential to avoid hollow capability. The Army must also update doctrine, logistics systems, and training pipelines to unlock the vehicle's full potential. Yet these hurdles do not overshadow the broader significance of the choice. The Redback represents a concrete expression of Australia's conclusion that future wars will be fast, data-driven, and unforgiving. To remain credible, the Australian Defence Force must prepare now for threats that are evolving rapidly. By selecting a platform that blends survivability, digital integration, and industrial benefits, Australia has chosen not just a new infantry fighting vehicle, but a foundation for a more resilient and capable force. Ultimately, the Redback's victory signals the rebalancing of Australia's defence priorities. It reflects a willingness to make decisive choices, invest in long-term capability, and embed itself within a broader network of like-minded partners in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. If the program is managed effectively, the Redback will become more than a platform. It will serve as a catalyst for a stronger, more adaptive, and strategically relevant Australian Army in a decade that promises to be defined by uncertainty and accelerated military innovation.